Hi, everybody. My name is Kristin Barrett, and I'm the COO of a startup in Mexico City called Collective Academy. We're a challenger university serving Latin America, and we're working on revolutionizing the way education works in Latin America. We want to make it more modern, high quality, and reasonably priced. Today, Sabina has asked me to answer 3 questions. And the first is, what common mistake do people make when they're trying to advance their career? I think one of the common errors that I see is actually simply fear. It's not being willing to take on a project that you don't know how to do. And often the right response to this isn't so much about saying no to things that you don't know what to do, but to acknowledge you don't know what to do and instead tell your manager or anybody else who's inviting you to work on something new that you've never done it before, but that you're willing to take on the challenge. When you do that, most likely they're going to respond with equivalent encouragement and coaching along the way and help you be successful in that new endeavor. The second question is, how do you lead without formal authority? This is a really tricky question. As most of you know, it's much easier to take the lead when you've got a formal title or a role that gives you authority. Instead, when you don't have formal authority, like you're working with a group of peers, for example, you really need to rely on your relationship building skills. You need people to trust you and want them to be successful with you. You need to set a common goal that you can all achieve together. And you need to help everyone you're working with to really understand what the answer is to the question of, what am I going to get out of this? And then the third question she asked was, what is your greatest learning so far? And gosh, it's a tough question. I think, what I keep learning is that there's so much more to learn. And that's a particularly fun thing for me being at a university. I think every stage in your career has different challenges. For me, early on, at the very beginning of my career, it was all about the technical challenges. How do I build a model? How do I do the Excel? How do I communicate myself in telling a story, either written or in PowerPoint? As I got to the next stage of my career, it was really about figuring out how to be a good manager, how to lead people, how to teach them new skills, and how to grow them as individuals. More recently, on a more personal note, it's become this interesting question for me of how do you be a great professional, but also a great parent and great spouse. So those things, I think, introduce a different dynamic than you've probably ever had in your life before. More professionally, it's leading larger and larger teams and leading by inspiration and leading not only your direct reports, but even their direct reports as well. So I know for me the next stages of my career are going to include new challenges. And the only thing I can recommend is that you try and absorb as much as you can. You try and learn as much as you can. Become a lifelong learner. Wherever is possible. So reading and absorbing and taking on new experiences as much as you can. So I hope that's a little bit of helpful advice and I really appreciate the chance to speak with you. Thanks so much.